Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I created Magic and Miracles with one purpose only: to help people all around the world achieve their manifestation, dreams, and goals. It's so important to be motivated by your dreams and goals and really have this meaning, this destination towards the what I call the golden Buddha timeline. This is what I help people in coaching achieve: to quantum leap themselves to the higher timeline where you are in fact living out an entirely different dream, as it were. You're dreaming this reality, you might as well figure out how you can help yourself live a better dream. This is achieved by literally purging all the extraneous energies and extraneous things in the 3D, as we discussed in one of my lives about how to manifest an overnight miracle. Go listen to the lives, by the way, and hit the bell for notifications, and big subscribe and big like, okay? Big thumbs up, because you're going to learn a lot on this channel. I've been on YouTube now, coaching people of different walks of life for 3 years. Total, I have been a coach for 10 years. And mainly coaching people outside YouTube, consists of people in the entertainment industry, rock stars. I wanted to say, you're all rock stars in my eyes, whether celebrities or not. I truly enjoy coaching people, again, of all walks of life, but that's just, my crowd. I come from this world, from the world of fashion and performance, etc., and stand up, certainly. So that's my background. But around COVID, I got really inspired to channel some material, because I channel from my channel and I channel in my coaching. And so the predecessor channel, the original channel, is below. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depends on how you view things in the world. It developed technological issues due to hater bombardment, but everything happens for a reason. And I've started this new channel, so subscribe. As I've said, you'll learn a lot. To be in my coaching, you first need to book a 1 hour session. We simply make sure we're a good match. We can work well together. I very much want you to feel really good about this investment. Having watched some of my material on this channel and the predecessor channel alike, and coming into this really understanding this is your opportunity to quantum leap, provided you'll show up and do your part of the work. My coaching program was designed throughout the last 15 years. It's infallible. It's a compilation of all of the methodology and the tools that I've used for years myself and with my clients. Thousands upon thousands of people benefited from it already. And for the YouTube audience, I simply condensed all the best goodies, so to speak, in one coaching program to achieve the most results in as little time as possible. And I recommend 2 to 3 months in this coaching program. There are other packages. I'm not going to go too deep into other packages. All the links are below. You can check them out on my website. What I want to do in this audio is explain the new package, which is called the NYC special. But before I get into that, I want to talk a little bit about just coaching in general and what you really need a coach for and how you know it's a good coach for you. Okay, I always stress in my videos and audios, because I know, like, the community, as it were. I always hear it from my clients. I hear it, through the clients mostly, but through the grapevine. Sometimes I can't help but notice some video or whatever. I don't really watch other people's stuff. I just don't have the time to, nor do I have the desire. But from my clients, I hear how, the community, they wish that it was better. Okay. So I'm here just to kind of listen. Coaching on YouTube was not in my plan. And I, truth be told, completely did not realize like how unsatisfied a lot of people are in the manifestation community. Honestly, it was a really like a shocker for me, to be honest. It's an entirely different world outside YouTube. I want to say it like that. I think there are a lot of real coaches on YouTube, and then there are a lot of wannabes. Okay, like really a lot of wannabes that, I mean, how you can tell is basically people don't discuss their personal life at all. I mean, I don't discuss certain things. Certain things are just too private, but you're not discussing any examples out of your life. And you know, in essence, you can tell when it's a real story, even, or it's some kind of made up bullshit that this coach read from a review from somewhere else or made it up themselves, etc. There's no genuinity. I feel the first thing that you're looking for in a coach is the resonance of truth. Truth resonates in a different way other than somebody who's a liar. Okay, inevitably, even if they're the most charming person, the most like kind of like good looking and chupa, truth resonates differently. Truth is unapologetic, completely like in your face. It doesn't have to be rude or anything, but it's the same story. Okay, this person will tell you the same story in the exact way if it's a real story. If the story changes, if there's no consistency, also, that's another thing to look for. That also hits as a lie. Okay, so in essence, if I was to look for a coach today, I would go with my gut feeling. Okay, how does this person resonate with me? Don't be confused and lied to by the number of subscribers or the views. All of that can be purchased today. Unfortunately, it's illegal. Okay, really is illegal. There was a law passed in October, I believe, of 2024, making it illegal to sell these followers, subscribers, comments. You can do the whole thing. It's all fake. Okay, and I don't understand it because the amount of money that somebody, I mean, many coaches do that. Okay, as you know, because it doesn't match up. It looks weird. It's such a disservice on so many levels, but we're not going to get into it. But you can sense again that it doesn't make any sense. How does this person have that many views when, quite frankly, material is shit? Okay, just saying. So I wouldn't get carried away with this, the numbers, etc. Just go with your heart. Okay, if it speaks to you, there's a reason for it. Okay, but the other thing is, and of course, look for the personal stories. You should know this person on some. You're not going to know everything, but you're going to know enough to be able to say, yeah, you know what? I can trust this person. Okay, this person makes me feel safe. They're fair, and this and that and the other. And they really sound like they can teach me something, which brings me to my second point before I get on with my NYC special. Sounds like a meal. Anyway, can I get a number 4? Oh my goodness. Okay. I think a lot of people, and there's lots more that I want to say, but I just kind of want to keep it casual for the sake of the recording, is, it's understood. You're in trouble. This is why you're looking for help, right? And my thing is, like, what took me aback, to be completely perfectly honest, when I started my other channel, was that at some point people started to idolize me. And it made me very fucking uncomfortable because nobody's perfect. Yes, I may help you. I can do something for you. I can direct you. I can give you shortcuts because I have the experience. It doesn't make me a god. It doesn't make me somebody to be worshipped over, right? In the like manner, don't criticize people who aren't perfect, who are coaches. Now, listen, it's your judgment again, whether or not, and I'm not speaking for myself. I'm not, being defensive or anything, but I see this a lot, to like the desire to tear somebody down because they're a coach, just automatically going into this assumption all coaches are liars. They are not. There's some good ones. Okay. But the thing is, nobody is perfect. Like, to expect perfection just simply because you are a coach of any kind on YouTube or not, it does not imply you're perfect. So don't have that expectation, but they should be able to be be an expert in that certain field. That you expect perfection out of your coach, it doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist. Everybody has their own life. Everybody's on their journey. Everybody has their situation, so to speak. But the fact that they should definitely, again, be an expert at what they're talking about, and that they have done it themselves, and that their own personal life improved because of this. Okay, this is of paramount importance. And the other thing that I want to underline, these are like my top three things, people who are liars out there posing for the camera like they're somebody that they're not, just simply for money. That's it. That's the only thing that interests them. They're not interested in helping you, okay? People over idolizing coaches. And finally, I don't even know how to phrase it, to be honest. This culture of gossip, I would say it like this culture really surprising again in a manifestation community, especially with my experience with the haters. Again, as I've said in the live yesterday, like last night, I have never seen such malice. It's diabolical. Nothing short of, it's not an exaggeration. But, that's like an extreme kind of version. Somebody clearly needs mental, help. I mean, I'm not even like joking. I think it's really alarming, that in a I'm so serious when I say it. It gave me pause on so many different levels, to the point of like I considered like maybe I don't want to be part of this community at all. Not that I ever considered myself to be part of it. But this whole gossip, and again the desire to tear somebody down, and this again, I guess I can't expect sophistication from everybody in the community, but I think we should have some kind of, at least strive for this intelligent way of thinking, where again, not asking for perfection from yourself or even from the coaches, at the same time though, right? Keeping the eye on what makes sense, what resonates. Okay, if it resonates with you, okay, that I don't know, the old time kind of like situation with the Neville Goddard regurgitator, the everybody's you pushed out. Oh my God. You know, I didn't think, like when I first came across Neville Goddard, I didn't think it then that it was even possible to achieve such responsibility, to be responsible for everybody, much less for haters, much less for some, douchebag who gossips. What a way to spend time. But also to like, if it resonates with you, if that's how much pressure you want to put on yourself, which is unrealistic and doesn't make sense at the end of the day, then fucking go for it. Don't argue with the person that literally is a lot wiser than you are in the situation. And yes, it is a criticism, because if you want to stress yourself out, it's like, be my guest. Or if you want to be reasonable and love yourself, it all comes from lack of love. Okay, so if that resonates with you, don't argue with the person who says, you know what, I'm only responsible for my life and I can only be responsible for my life. It's a ridiculous, gross, gaslighting bullshit to tell, oh, this little thing happened to you, or this person acted this way, it's your responsibility. Like if it's outside your personal life. But other than that, I feel like you very much should understand who is your coach, that they've done personal work, and it should show by what is going on, by their actions, not what they're sitting there telling you, but by their actions. Okay, actions speak much louder. And I feel that alone, you don't need anybody's counsel. You only need your own decision, just like with everything in life. And I think with these three things, okay, if they're just kind of lifted a little bit as a community, which I always want to benefit the community. I wasn't planning to be part of the community, just fell into my lap. Okay, but everything I do for you guys is for you guys. Okay, even when I publicly expose the copycat who copied me and continues copying me. Okay, I want it to be publicly known what state of affairs is the current community in, so that we can have awareness and understand like how to proceed intelligently. Okay, if you're going to lower yourself and act unintelligently like the rest of the herd, let's just say it, I'm sorry, I don't have other words. If you're hateful and if you're judgmental and you're spewing lies and you're trying to make somebody's life difficult, you're a sheep. You don't think for yourself. You don't have an opinion. You kind of just, I don't know, doing whatever somebody else is doing, and you're calling yourself in a manifestation community. Like, honestly, like, I can't wrap my head around that. I really can't. This is a profound waste of time for me. And for whatever reason, I'm really inspired to say this because, not for nothing, but I just come to really care about, people on YouTube, what they're kind of ingesting as information. And a lot of the shit that I have to deal with in my coaching is a lot of the fuck ups, not for nothing, of other coaches and of the impression that people get in the community. It's so fucking toxic. It's so destructive. It appears to be designed to help you, but it really is not. So it's kind of like, really just go with your heart. This is not an advertisement for me. This is just an advertisement for the truth. Okay? Period. The motherfucking end. So now, having said all that, I want to discuss my new package. Okay? So it's called the NYC Special. Why? Because it's for somebody who is in a fast-paced mentality, schedule, etc. This is not my preference to start somebody with this package, but if you want to do the signature coaching program once a week, month to month, that's for you. So it's 4 sessions, sorry. And the rest of the week, we communicate by audios. This gives me such nostalgia because this is how I initially coached on my other channel when I started out. I wasn't originally going to coach. I was asked to coach. And at the time, I wasn't thinking long term. And I coached everybody the way that I coach my entertainment clients with audios. It's wonderful. Again, I have such nostalgia. I can explain. It's going to take another half hour why it's beneficial to record yourself. I think you guys, some of you at the very least, know already. But the thing is, the rest of the week we exchange audios, and let me explain. So from you, the audios have to be 5 minutes max. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please don't violate the coaching rules because otherwise it just simply becomes unmanageable for me and I won't be able to respond to you on time. It defeats the purpose of the coaching, right? So 2 audios max per day of 5 minutes. Okay, my audios always exceed that, obviously, and of course, because they're in response to your audios. And my audios are 10 to 20 minutes long for sure. So it's like if something comes up, if you get triggered, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, and then once a week, we go face to face, and that's how we go. There's also an installment link on all that good stuff if you really need that. And I mean, I have so much more to say. And of course, you have email access to me in that package as all my packages include. And if you have any questions, please email. The first session is mandatory to book the session. Now, the couple more things that I want to say is that, 15 years ago, I was looking for a coach myself and nobody resonated with me. Okay, just simply because here's the truth of the situation. I didn't feel like anybody gave a shit. And I feel like this is what you need a coach for. Somebody to ultimately, yes, you can trust, okay? But somebody who genuinely takes the time with you. Otherwise, it's money wasted. This is why, not for nothing, almost a year ago now, I implemented the mandatory session because, well, for myself also to see that you're emotionally stable. This is what I look for in the first session. Otherwise, I just simply can't work with you. If it's therapy that you need first to kind of calm down and operate and be functional in a coaching session, I'm I'm not in a position to judge. I've been there. But the thing is, I just can't coach you. All right. But that's what I look for. But for you to feel that the coach really gives a shit about you, that they really care, that you're walking away from sessions elevated with a different perspective, that you have the guidance that you need, that you're not hanging up the phone or, closing out the Zoom session and feeling like you still have questions. Now, listen, there may be more questions, it's not that, but have you learned anything? What are you, something to take away from the session? If you're not getting that, if it feels stale and empty, non-informative, just kind of going through the motions, like really boring sex, you're in the wrong hands, darling. You're in the wrong motherfucking hands. You have to feel this connection. This is your right hand. This is your consultant. And, I've had, like, in the entertainment industry, I've had these people for years. They trust me with their lives. All right. And everything is confidential in my coaching in that sense, unless you go against me, unless you start causing me harm. In that case, I have to make the public aware. This is therapy and coaches alike. This is procedure. Okay. But you have to feel they're not your family, your coach is not. Don't misunderstand the relationship. They're not your friend, but they're your fucking consultant. You have to feel the genuine relationship that this person really, really fucking cares about your success. Otherwise, you're wasting your money. And this is what, like, honestly, I'm recording this. Always, my perspective was from the very fucking beginning when I started first recording the audios for the other channel during COVID, is to help you guys. Because I've did so much work, done so much work on myself, way beyond what YouTube can offer. Because I read, I mean, every book that you can possibly imagine, and I've not just metaphysics, etc., like quantum physics, scientists, biographies, all of that. It's on another level what I've done. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, it's not just how to manifest this feedback and all of this kind of stuff. Although that's important, and I understand it is important to you, but on a deeper, more profound level. And truth be told, I wish somebody told it to me like this plainly. If you're just starting out and you're wondering how to go about it the right way, I'm giving you the right way. Go with your intuition and nothing else. Not even a recommendation from another person, perhaps. Okay? Just make up your own fucking mind is my point. Like, it may have worked for your friend or for whomever, but, maybe not for you. You have to do this. This is going to be an investment for your life. Otherwise, it's like I get this again. Not to make this too long, but I get this very often. Sometimes people come into my coaching whilst they're still in coaching with somebody else. This has happened, repeatedly. And they're like, Anna, I hate my other coach. They're so boring. It's worthless. Okay. So, but you knew going in, like, it's not a surprise. They had yeah, I had a feeling. Okay. So why did you do that to yourself, kind of deal? Right. So always go with your intuition. Always know what you're getting into in that sense. Because again, the people that I coach, let's just say from YouTube, I've formed relationships with these people. These people come back to me once in a while. After completing my coaching program. This is the relationship you want, not just a hit and run, make a few $1,000s and sayonara, never see you again. No, this is an investment from your end, okay? And you should have this investment from your coach also. Okay, also. And again, really huge parenthesis here, not so much parenthesis. If you're not getting that, you're in the wrong hands. You're just in the wrong hands is all. It's nothing wrong with you. It's just somebody who really cares about people and cares about you in specifics needs to figure out how to help you. Cookie cut processes and methods just do not work. Just do not work. Even my do-it-yourself courses are designed in a way where they can be customized. Now, it's just direction, it is instructions for you how to do it, but it's still designed in a way where it's not going to be the same from one person to another. I guarantee it. And the very, very last thing I really wanted to say, and this is a big one with a lot of people. And again, don't ask me why, but I was only going to record about the package. True story. And I got inspired to say all these things. Don't be ashamed. This is what I really wanted to say, actually. Don't be ashamed if you need help. Once upon a time, I really needed help also. Okay. And I figured it out. The fact that you need help screams in your face. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed. Don't try to be a superhero and figure it out on your own if you're simply just not getting anywhere. Okay. And again, I'm not saying this, trying to sell you something or whatever. I'm just giving you the shortcut to like getting there faster and also just loving yourself enough to offer yourself this opportunity to be helped. Okay, there's some things you just hire people for when you can't figure shit out on your own. This is normal. Okay, you don't try to install a bathtub unless maybe you handy like that. I don't know. You don't try to install a bathtub in your bathroom by yourself, having no clue how to do it, like watching a YouTube video. Would you do that? But why are you doing that with your life? You know what I mean? How much can you get from a YouTube video all the while you're suffering, right? And then you're mad with all of these consequences of not taking action sooner because you were embarrassed to say, you know what, I need help. I need to go talk to somebody. Because here's the reason I'm saying it, right? Every time somebody comes to me, let me correct myself, not every time, many times. Okay, that's more accurate. Many times somebody came to me from YouTube saying to me this, I have been watching you since day one, and it took me 2 years to come to you. Why does it take people 2 years to help themselves? I just don't understand it. If you have the opportunity, to pay for coaching, if if somebody resonates with you, doesn't have to be me, excuse me, but why are you waiting? I just don't understand that. Get over yourself. It's not about the pride and ego. It's about results. It's about are you literally if something hurts physically in the body, are you going to go and address it with a doctor? Yes, you are. It's the same thing here. And in fact, I would say this is more important because, as you know, your spiritual health is very much connected to your physical health and just about everything else in your life. So this embarrassment and this kind of resistance to take action towards helping yourself, when people, again, when they come to me, I've been waiting for 2 years to come to you, and it's so much stuff that they have to process. It's like, wow, I can't believe, you know what I mean? You were able to do this for 2 years like this. Why live in pain? Okay, just be humble enough to accept the help, to ask for help. Okay, just say, I need help. And I'm going to go get it. There's no shame in that whatsoever. Provided, again, everything I said before, the person resonates with you, they ring true to you, you resonate, you feel like they care. What is the shame here that you're doing the right thing by yourself and not postponing it anymore? Okay, this is part of your frustration, but 100% of the time. Okay, because in my case, again, yes, of course, you can, suffer through and bear through and get a manifestation here and there. And you can read books like myself and do this, that, and the other. But if you're simply not getting anywhere on your own, is my point. Okay, maybe you don't have that much time. Okay, maybe whatever the reason is, you're just not getting anywhere. Ask for help. It's okay. If you need help, go to the expert, get the fucking help, and save yourself the fucking 2 years, will ya? Again, stop trying to be a superhero. We all needed help at some point. Again, I for one just could not for the life of me, okay, find somebody who resonated with me. But again, everything happens for a reason. And maybe the reason it was for me personally is to do the work myself so I can teach other people to do that. So in my case, it's different. In your case, it's something else. All right. Again, I just want to stress and emphasize it. You're looking for a coach who resonates with your thinking, who's going to give you proper guidance. Okay. This is a big chunk of what I do, because when we cover your history and we process your emotions in my coaching, you need somebody's feedback. You need a pair of fresh eyes, and you also need somebody who is emotionally, okay, healthy themselves and emotionally can guide you through the process of, I'm in despair, I'm feeling completely shitty, to I know exactly what I'm doing. This is what you need a coach for. Not necessarily so much for the manifestation tricks of the trade, etc. Although that's wonderful, don't get me wrong, but without the initial component, the emotional intelligence of the coach, and to guide you, knowing exactly how to do it in your case, with your background, with your situation at hand. Okay, this is what a skilled coach does. Not cookie cut methods, not, copying somebody's coaching program like the copycat. No, this is like, this is trashy. This is nothing. You're not doing anything. What you are supposed to do is to connect with your client. Okay. And if you don't have that right now, don't be frustrated. You've made the wrong choice. Okay. You need to, again, check with your intuition more often so that these things simply do not happen. Because of all the things that are going on in the community, like the copycat, like all of the other people, that are scammers, etc. Like, it's really tempting to say, you know what, I'll just do this by myself. Everybody's full of shit and all of this kind of stuff. And the truth and the reality, unfortunately, right, in the world, I guess, that we live in, the imperfect world, there are going to be some people who are full of shit, really malicious people. Okay, really kind of, again, out to just make money, and nothing else really interests them. It doesn't mean that there isn't a solution out there for you. Please don't give up on yourself. Please don't give up on, again, getting help that you need. One day you might find yourself in a funky mood. You know what? To find a good coach, you need to vibe higher. Confirmation from the outside can make this shut up. The honk so loud. Get your vibration higher, okay? And really just vibrate this coach into your reality, thinking like, this is how I want to be supported. This is the kind of resonance I want to have. This is the kind of feeling I want to be walking away with from my sessions with this coach, okay? Not just accepting what is, not just complaining, but, really just knowing it into existence, like, this coach exists. And believe me, like, as I'm sitting here, I can recall like several situations where, again, clients from YouTube came to me and they said, I chose you because your channel's name is Magic and Miracles. And that's exactly what I wanted in a coach. I thought that was really cute and funny. Or somebody told me, I came to you because you coach in audios. And that's what I wanted to have, because one of my packages has audios. And before, as I've mentioned, I used to coach in audios. So things like that, okay? Find the resonance. Don't give up on yourself. There is help available out there for you. There is somebody perfect out there for you, okay? In the sense of the coach and SP, of course, also. Unless you already have them and, in some kind of capacity in your reality, don't give up on yourself, okay? This is my message of encouragement. This is what I would have said to somebody, like to myself, actually. Okay, who today just needs help and needs like knowledge navigating this kind of like a little bit interesting community, colorful community that we're a part of, and to the best of my ability, I don't know, I really do have this spirit of, in taking care of people, just providing information so that, your life gets better, even if you never come into my coaching. All right. So thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions, all the info is below, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao, cacao. Bye bye.